All right, is this mic on? I think we're on. All right,
Checking 1, 2, 3.
here we go. If you're listening to us for the first time or watching this video for the first time, my name is Ashish. This is my wife, Kaeli.
Hi.
Many of you know who we are, but this is our attempt at starting a podcast, a video podcast, audio podcast. We're not really sure yet. We're going to start, lower the bar, and just get things off the ground, launch, if you will.
Doesn't have to be pretty polished.
Yeah, I mean, we try to look pretty, but at least one of us do. Um, but we are not polished. But yeah, we're figuring this out. Kaeli and I, we've been, we have quite a story. We've been married for over a decade now. We have 3 kids, and our lives are full. But we are really excited about these conversations. We're also excited about what we're doing. So we want to tell you a little bit about that, who we are, what we're about, why the Escaping Flatland business, what we're hoping to do with a podcast sort of format like this. And so, yeah. So, Kaeli, how would you describe yourself?
I really like to help people. I really like community. I really like friends. I really like to make friends. And when we were thinking about if we had an idea and we wanted to actually make money with it, we're like, hey, why don't we help people tell their story? Why don't we do what we love doing and put it in a way that actually gives back and helps and also supports our growing family as well? Because we like creating things and being innovative, and yeah, so we're having a lot of fun. That's for me, that's the most important thing, is if it's not fun, I'm not doing it. I don't care.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's really critical that what we do is something that energizes and motivates and something we can wake up every day and feel really excited about. And yeah, for so many years, we were youth pastors at a church for a number of years, and then we transitioned kind of outside of that, and transitioned into other sorts of roles. I got into marketing. Kaeli started, entrepreneurial things, worked with other nonprofits and whatnot. And so
Yeah.
through the years, we've done a variety of things, but everything comes back to people. It always comes back to connection. It always comes
Mhm.
back to having quality conversations with people, helping people see things from a different perspective,
Yeah.
creating an atmosphere where people feel heard, but
Yes.
also motivated and engaged and excited about what's next. And so that's really what we're about. That's why we started this business. We actually started the business, what?
A year ago.
Yeah, but actually, we started the conversation about this business a couple of years ago. I had this idea, these words, escaping flatland, for over 2 years now. And one of my problems, for all you viewers, listeners out there, I have a lot of ideas and I rarely act on them. And so this has been a journey of figuring out what to do with this idea. I had this idea of escaping flatland because I kept coming back to this concept of people being stuck
Mm.
in their kind of like in the weeds, two-dimensional, flat perspective of everything.
Mhm.
And then ignoring the fact that there's actually more nuance. There's more, there's a larger perspective. Sometimes you need to kind of elevate your perspective or get out of what it is you're doing to figure out, hey, what do I actually care about? What do I actually want to do? And I've been kind of wrestling with that concept. So anyway,
Well,
about
explain escape velocity. That
yeah. So yeah, really basic concept. All you science nerds out there will appreciate this. For something to leave Earth's gravity, it has to achieve escape velocity, which is like a speed that is faster than the rate of falling, which is what gravity does to any sort of object as it pulls it back down to Earth.
Mhm.
So escape velocity is what rockets have to get to be able to escape Earth's gravitational pull. And so this concept of escaping flatland is escaping what is how can you achieve escape velocity on seeing things differently, achieving new possibilities, of trying things a different way that you've never tried before. And that can mean many things for many people. And not that we have all the answers, but this is like a concept I believe that will really help people go beyond kind of their perspective. So that was the genesis of the concept from like 2-ish years ago. But then about a year ago, we had been kind of going through a life transition. I'd been working full time. Kaylee, has been taking care of the kids and really building our home, which I'm so grateful for. But then as the kids have gotten older now, Kaylee was like, "Hey, like let's get back. Let me get back into work." And I said, "Hey, like why don't we start a business? Like we're really good at a few things,
And you were also getting into photography at the time.
photography, yeah." And it was like, "Hey, why don't we start something?" And so that's where we just started exploring the concept a little over a year ago. Actually, close to it was about this time,
Yeah, about
yeah,
this time
where
last year.
we started working with a handful of local businesses in the North Dallas area, McKinney kind of area, and just really didn't know what we were doing. Just started offering to take photos, videos, help with social media, help with email marketing, help with kind of brand marketing, taking a lot of the things that we both had learned through the years, and then brought it all together kind of in this format. So that was the concept of why we start or sorry, that was the reason why we started Escaping Flatland. Like we just were like, "Hey, we think excuse me, we think we can help people and let's give it a shot and see." So now a year into that, we've really seen some incredible fruit,
Mhm.
incredible results with the businesses we've worked with.
Yeah.
Just really exciting stuff that we're really proud of. And a lot of it is just us getting out of the way and really letting the business leader, the business product or service that they're selling, let that shine in our
Mhm.
marketing. And so then that got us thinking about like how can we continue the evolution of Escaping Flatland? And that's where we got to this podcast idea.
Because we've been talking to a lot of local business owners and just like hearing their story, why they got into it, what they love, like why they got into it and why they keep showing up every day. And we've met so many incredible people that have a passion for their local community like us, or they had this amazing idea and started an online store and sell their service or product online, and we were like, "Hey, these people need a spotlight. Like these people need their story put out into the world." And we really like having conversations. We really like talking to people and making those connections. So we're like, podcast seems like the obvious
Yeah.
way to get that out there.
Yeah, I love that you said that because, generally the people that make it in local businesses, like the brick and mortar, whether it's service based or product based or recurring business-based businesses, you have to really love what you do. And it's really easy to provide marketing support to people who love what they do. And so you can take that magic and like really turn it into something even more magical, if you will.
Mhm.
And so one of the things we want to do with this sort of medium is highlight the conversations that we've been having with so many business leaders, people from all walks of life, different backgrounds,
Yeah.
different perspectives, people who've had multiple businesses, or maybe they just started their first one, or they're just literally have an idea and they're trying to get it off the ground. We also want to highlight subject matter experts who are really good at a specific thing that business leaders really need for their business. An example of this might be, tax consultation, or hey, how do I work with local government? Or what do I do with, you know,
How do I
uh,
set up a software for the
exactly.
loyalty program?
So there's many different things that I think business leaders you would benefit from as you listen to this conversation. And to be honest, Kaylee and I are figuring this out. We
Mhm.
don't have it all mapped out. The best thing to ever do when you have an idea is to step out and try.
Yeah.
That's something I'm trying to live as I try this podcast medium out. So bear with me, bear with us. We're figuring this out, but what we'll try to do is every week we'll try to have a conversation that we highlight where we highlight a local business that we think or a subject matter expert that we think would provide huge amounts of value, huge amounts of inspiration to you as the listener. And so yeah, that's who we want to highlight on a medium like this. um What would be the ask for listeners and viewers, Kaylee?
Yeah. So if you are a small business owner and any of this resonates with you, maybe you are struggling with your marketing, specifically social media marketing, that's the free internet is there for our taking. So if that is you and you would like some help, we've been working with businesses like yours for the past year. So if you would like some coaching or consulting, or you want to offload your marketing completely, reach out to us. We would love to help. We're here for you. And yeah, it's going to be another great year.
And just to add too, maybe you don't need that right now and you just have a business concept or your business is doing great. All you really need to do is follow our Escaping Flatland, follow us on Instagram, on Facebook at Escaping Flatland. You can also
TikTok.
Oh, we're also on
We're
TikTok.
on
That's
TikTok.
right. I don't know all the things we do on social media. She does. But the other thing is, you can also subscribe to this podcast. This will be available on all of your wherever you subscribe to podcasts, whether it's Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatever podcast medium you use. So like, share, subscribe, all of the things that you hear usually from the people who start these things. Please remember that we're trying to figure this out and we don't know what we're doing. Thank you for joining us on the journey of getting started. We hope to even hear from you. Let us know if you have ideas for us or questions for us. You know where to reach us. And yeah, that's a wrap.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
All right.